everyone, and welcome to the Book Refuge, and welcome to my October TBR. Let's go ahead and get started with this, but before I do, I make new videos every Monday and Thursday, bookish content, reviews, tags, all the fun things. I'm starting a historical romance series if you're interested in that, so go ahead and hit subscribe. It really helps out my channel, and hit the bell if you want to be notified when I upload so you can hop on there right away. I answer every comment that I get. I'm really active on social media, so make sure you check those things out. Also check out the Discord down below if you'd like to chat during the week. We talk about the books we read, and also we're doing another buddy read this month on my Discord. The link to that Discord will be down below. So let's get started. We'll start first with my buddy reads for this month, because they're the books that I have to get through, and then we'll go through the books that I want to get through. So first off, without further ado, the book we will all be reading together, if you want to, that was chosen by my viewer, was Peter Pan by J.M. Barrie. This is my friend Murphy's favorite book, and many other people have told me it's amazing. I'm really excited because it is a shorter classic. It is just 200 pages. I found this beautiful copy at a thrift store a few years back when Murphy told me it was her favorite book, but then I haven't read it yet, so now's the time. The link for the Discord for Peter Pan will be down below, so go ahead and click into that. You can download an app for this or use your computer, and we will chat about this book. It'll be fun. Next, I'm really excited about this. I think Murphy will be reading this next month. And that is North and South by Elizabeth Gaskell. North and South is one of my favorite TV BBC series. It has Richard Armitage in it, and I love it. It is about this girl named Margaret, who her father has given up his parish in the South or the North? Yeah, in the South, and she has to move there with him. He becomes a tutor, and they are living a really poor lifestyle, and her father, one of his students, is this mill owner at John Thornton. I should know that. He's always just called Mr. Thornton, so I never remember saying. His name is John Thornton, and he runs this mill, and she thinks it's really cruel, and she thinks he's a dirty, rude person, and she doesn't know how to handle it, but he kind of takes a liking to her, and this is about that relationship blooming, as well as the other people she meets and how she comes to understand the North better. This is the really pretty copy from I think it's the Macmillan Library Collection. I have a couple of my Poldark books in this too, and it's so pretty, and when you take it off, this beautiful cover. But I also have a copy that I'm going to annotate. I just wanted to show this one on camera because it's really next. I'm going to be buddy reading with Joe and Murphy The Stone Sky, which is the third and last book in the Broken Earth trilogy by N.K. Jemisin. I just put up a review for the Obelisk Gate, or will be, not sure which side of this video it'll be on, so make sure you check that out. This book is way too hard to explain, but the world is ending, and it's time to try to bring the moon back to fix it. It's about this woman Asun and her daughter Nasun, and a bunch of crazy crap that I can't even explain, but I really like it. So want to finish this series off. I like that these books aren't super huge, they're all about 400 pages, so it's been easy to kind of get through one every month, so I'm excited to finish it up. And the last one that I'm buddy reading, and most excitingly for me, last month I gave my friend Joe, I'm talking about her again, I love you Joe, my annotated copy of Outlander, because she seemed interested in trying it, and so I kind of forced it upon her by sending it to her, and she really liked it. And so we are going to continue reading the series together. So I have Dragonfly and Amber. I bought a bigger copy to annotate this time. Also, it makes you feel like it's shorter, even though it's not. And we're hoping to get through, I want to read the 5th one right before the 5th season comes out. Comes out Valentine's weekend next year. So we're going to read one every month so that I'll get through the 5th one before then. But I'm also reading the Wheel of Time, and so I realized that I'd be taking on 2 almost 1,000-page books every month, so we'll see. But Outlander will be easy for me because I've already like read these already, so I don't have to quite like read every single word the way I did before, but I'm gonna take that on too. Okay, so those are the 4 books that I like have to get through because I'm buddy reading. Now let's go over some that I want to get through. The first one I want to get through is This Cruel Design by Emily Subeda. I read This Mortal Coil last month and I really enjoyed it. It was very unique. It's a story about a disease that causes people to cannibalize each other, and not the way you would think. It's very interesting. It causes the healthy to cannibalize the sick. Anyway, it's very weird. It also has to do with like genetic coding and like computer coding and just all these crazy things, and I really liked it. It was a 4-star for me just because of some character development things, but I'm really hopeful for the second one, so I want to get to that as soon as I can. Next, I want to read The Queen of Ruin by Tracy Banghart. I read the first one in August as a pick that my viewers picked for me to read, and the second one's already out and I want to keep going. This was a pretty fast read. I'll probably get it on audio. I listened to the first one on audio. It's under 300 pages and I want to see what happens next. This is about these 2 sisters, and one of them is set up to be kind of like the prince's concubine, basically. He has multiple wives is how it works, and one sister has trained her whole life for that job, and in the first one she was sent to prison for having a book, and the book actually belonged to her sister. So her sister gets picked over her, and the other sister got sent to a prison camp basically, and it was awful, but it was very intriguing. So for it was a 3.5-star book. I say that about everything, right? I loved it enough to read the next one. I just thought a lot of elements to the story were pretty basic, so but I figured I'd continue because I think it's going to get a lot juicier in this one once we know the setup of the world. And then my one spooky read for October, I had more on this list, but when all my buddy reads started stacking up, I kind of had to back away from that just a little bit for my own sanity, okay? But I did pick up Hidden Bodies by Carolyn Kepnes. I read You last November, and it was scary and disturbing as a woman who lives alone on the first floor. And that one was told in second perspective, and it was creepy. This one is told in first perspective, and it continues with Joe, who's on the run after having killed some people in the last one. And I just figured I would see what this one has to bring, and I figured I'd read one spooky book for October, even though that's not really my thing. And then next, I have 2 books for my historical romance series that I'm doing, which is taking a while just because I had a lot of books to read last month and this month, but I always find time for historical romance, as you'll see with my wrap up next week. But the next 2 books I picked for this, the first one is The Heir by Grace Burrows. And this is about a duke who falls in love with his servant girl. So we'll see what the power dynamics are in this. Again, this is part of a series I'm doing where I read historical romance books by authors I've never checked out before. So who knows, this could go either way, but it's been fun so far. I found some really great ones by being willing to do this, so we shall see. And then the other one, I'm really excited to try a book by this author, and that is The Art of Sinning by Sabrina Jeffries. I've heard lots of good things about her. And so this one is about the St. George Club, where guardians conspire to keep their unattached sisters and wards out of the clutches of sinful suitors, which works fine, except when the passionate rogues are members themselves. So we'll see. I'm excited to try Sabrina Jeffrey a lot. So there we go. There is my beautiful TBR for the month of October. Tell me which books you're excited about. Make sure you click the Discord links below if you'd like to buddy read Peter Pan with us. I also have a link to my regular Discord where we talk about what we're reading, gush over certain things, and just hang out because that's what the community is for. Thank you so much for watching. I put up new videos every Monday and Thursday, and you can watch some more right now. Bye!